It's Bastille Day, so it's an easy excuse today to share a glass of wine with a neighbor or a friend. Joining me is Sheri Sauter Morano, who is a master of wine. Now, Sheri, what is a master of wine? Is that someone who gets to drink it a lot? What is it?
Well, you know, I do a lot more spitting than I do drinking, I have to say. No, a Master of Wine is considered the highest level of certification that one can obtain within the wine trade. It's actually an old British trade designation that's been around for quite some time, and there are about 280 of us in the world and 25 American Masters of Wine. I'm one of 4 women.
Wow.
In the U.S.
Wow. That is very impressive. You know, a lot of us still follow those old rules. For example, you know, if you're having fish, you drink white wine. If you're having meat, you drink red wine. Is that what we should be doing?
Well, you know, wine is so exciting, but it can be a little overwhelming at the same time. So what I've done is put together a list of 50 French wines. These are wines that I've selected for their quality, their value. These are all under $20, all affordable wines. And these are wines that pair really well with all of the foods that we eat every day. So it's not just French cuisine or, you know, fancy French dishes. These are wines that pair with foods like hot dogs and hamburgers. These are wines that pair well with fish, and because they're affordable and accessible, these are wines that you can experiment with as well. And so if you want to try a lighter bodied red wine with fish, you know, you could try a Pinot Noir with salmon, or you could try a Beaujolais, for instance, with maybe a grilled tuna steak, or a rosé from the south of France with sort of a Mediterranean-style fish dish. So you could experiment with that and try something other than your typical white wine with fish, and you could do the same with beef or with veal or sausages, things like that. You can just have fun with your food and wine pairings. You know,
but so many of us don't really know enough about wine to know how to buy it properly, know what we like. We just don't know. So I go and I look, okay, I can afford that bottle of wine, so I'll buy that bottle of wine.
Right.
Does wine need to be expensive?
Absolutely not. And again, that's one of the reasons for the list on my website, wines-france.us. And so one of the ways that you can get around that problem and that you can also have fun with what you're drinking is get a party together. You know, summer is perfect for entertainment. Get a group of people together, pick a variety of different wines. You can go to my list and choose 6 different wines and maybe mix and match different foods, different dishes, and experiment. Try different flavors with different wines, see what you like, and that'll help you the next time you're in the store, because you'll have had the opportunity to try so many different wines with so many different dishes, and that'll help you the next time you go to make a wine purchase.
All right, one last thing. Once we've opened that wine, whether we're pulling out a cork or twisting off or pop, what do we do if we don't finish it? Do we need to put it in the refrigerator? What do we do?
Sure. Well, I like those vacuum systems that kind of suck the air out of the bottle. And then, regardless of whether it's a red or a white wine, go ahead and put it in your fridge. That'll add a little bit of extra life to your wine. It'll give you a couple days. And then if you still haven't finished the wine after that, you know, you can either cook with it or even freeze it in an ice cube tray and use it for cooking later.
Oh, that's a great idea. And again, your website is?
Wines with an S, -france.us.
All right, I love that. Sheri, thanks so much for joining us, giving us all these great tips. And we want to thank the Wines of France for that satellite time as well.